This video is for the boys that only want to stay at home, whether you're coming back from school, work, or just finishing your favorite hobby, and you're just looking forward to being by yourself once you get home. Now, there's some people that can do this for weeks, months, even years without that bothering them. Now, maybe it's because you're not like everybody else. You're not the type of person that likes to go out a lot. And it might be also because you don't have too many people you can feel comfortable around, that you can trust, that you can actually call your true friends. The reason I know all of this is because that's how I used to feel. So for me, I remember when I was like that, I wasn't too much of an outdoor guy because I didn't feel like there was too much for me out there. I was pretty much a social outcast, not necessarily just because of my urbanism, but mainly because I didn't feel like I had a lot of things in common with a lot of the kids in my area. Like most of the things the so-called cool kids would do would be to just go in the park, smoke cigarettes, drink, hijack pets so that way they can ride it around the area. And that was just something that I wasn't really into. I never really saw the benefits of doing that. Plus, I didn't want to spoil the fun. I didn't want to be the nerd guy to be like, hey guys, don't do that. That's a crime. That's bad. Like, you know. So instead of me trying to be that person, I thought, you know what? I'd rather just avoid the whole thing and just take myself out of this scenario and out of this environment. There was a moment when I thought to myself, maybe if I conform and do the same things that they're doing, I'll be able to make a lot more friends easier, and I'll be able to be around people that want to be around me. But I was more comfortable with the alternative because to me, that was a lot more fun, like going home, playing video games, watching anime, watching football. If you knew how long I used to be on a video game, you would have thought it was my day job. I'm talking starting from 9 a.m. and not stopping until about 6 p.m. There were some times where I used to play video games for so long I would forget to eat. Like I'm talking, I wouldn't even eat anymore. You will see my lips turn dry. Like I was really good at these video games. Like some of my favorites were Dragon Ball Z Budokai, Tekken, Assassin's Creed, Prince of Persia, FIFA, Pro Evo, Street Fighter. I love Street Fighter. Even so much so that I even watched the anime and the live action movie. By the way, the live action movie isn't that great, but that's how much I enjoyed it. And completing this game always gave me some level of fulfillment and achievement. But I always felt like there was something missing, which kind of drew me into watching a lot of anime and the storylines, which was kind of ironic because watching anime, it kind of teaches you that if you want to improve yourself, you really have to go out there and do something about it. If there's something that you want or if there's something that's missing, you always see the main character always go out there and train so that way it can be a better version of themselves, so that way they can overcome an obstacle that's in front of them. And I felt like my obstacle was basically meeting new people, you know, taking the chances of seeing if I would be liked by them, and maybe I could get rejected by them, or maybe I wouldn't want to be around them because we don't have the same type of things that we enjoy, that we don't have the same type of interest. But there was part of me that really wanted to have some level of social life and social interaction. Like I feel like it's a basic human need to want to be around other people. Like if you're telling me that you just want to be by yourself all the time, 1000% of the time, I feel like you're lying. Like I feel like most people generally want to have someone that they can care about and someone that cares about them. You know, someone that they can make friends with, they can go and do things, cool things, interesting things. Just talk about random stuff, man. Just anything to everything. And that's something that I wanted to achieve for myself. Like, funny enough, from watching football and watching anime and playing all these video games and sports was really my entrance into be able to kind of create a social life for my friends, and specifically football. I was really, I got really crazy into football, man, to the point where I felt like I was probably obsessed with it. Addicted to it, you could even say, because there was times when I wasn't playing on my video game, I was just taking the ball and going out there and then just having a kick about, just so that way you can kind of help with my health as well, because at the time I felt like my health was really getting bad. Like I wasn't working out, I wasn't really doing much. All I spent my time doing was eating junk food and playing video games. And once I'm finished playing video games, I'm watching some anime or watching some TV show. And then I just rinse and repeat, you know. But yeah, I remember that just picking up a ball and going out to a park and seeing a couple of people playing football, and I literally just asked, hey, can I join you guys into the game? I was like, I have nothing to lose. If they say no, I'll come back another day, meet a few other people and do the same thing. If they say yes, then here we go, this is a start. And yeah, they just said yeah, and then we just started playing football just like that. We didn't really speak, we didn't really know each other. They just asked what position I want to play in. I said, gave them the position, left wing. And then, yeah, we took it from there. Now, I can admit to it that I felt like I developed a bad relationship with staying at home, because I used to call it, and I still kind of do call it, my comfort zone, my safe zone. I'm in control of everything that's around me, that's surrounded by me. I don't have to do anything to try and impress nobody, and nobody has to do something to try and impress me. I'm not in anyone's way, and no one specifically is not in my way. I can watch what I want. I can do what I want when I want without having to ask anybody permission. And it just felt nice. But the issue with that is, once you get too used to being comfortable, you become scared of trying to do the uncomfortable. Everything just looks like it's just too far to be able to reach. Like every time you go into a new environment, you're just looking for a safe zone, instead of like putting yourself out there. You're just like, you know what, I'd rather not do this. I just want the time to go quickly and get this thing over with, so that way I can just return home. That's literally how I felt like. I mean, even till this day, there's some days when I'm out and I'm just like, I'm enjoying my time, but I really would rather be at home. I really don't care too much to be in this environment at the moment. I can't wait until 30 minutes has gone and I can use that as an excuse to just dip out and leave. It's not as much, it doesn't happen as much, but I can still see how I have that habit till this day. It's crazy how much just playing football, or that being the entry to me socializing people, helped to really like shape and change my life at the time. Especially because from just playing with those people, I started to get to know them. It was kind of easier to actually speak to them because we had similar interests. Was it like frightening? A little bit. I'd admit to it. It was a little bit frightening because at the time I wasn't really used to rejections. I think just having the feeling to try to enter someone else's world and hoping to be accepted was a big thing for me. It felt like a big step at the time. And then if someone just turned around and said, hey, I don't like you because of whatever reason, or the way you look, where you're from, your accent, all of these things, I would have felt, oh, well, I don't really like that. I'm kind of sad. But yeah, even though I had all of those things in the back of my mind, like I was overthinking the process a lot. Even though I had all of those things in the back of my mind, I felt like the rewards from it far outweighed the negative thoughts that I had, that was telling me not to approach people, that was telling me not to go out and kind of give myself more of a reason to want to come home. The more you go out, the more you enjoy things, the more you actually go home, you actually get to relax, because now you know what you're escaping from. Now you know that, okay, cool, I know what going out is good for. I know how much social batteries I have when I'm out meeting people, having a good time, and I know how much I need to reserve time for myself. It kind of added more meaning to wanting to be at home by yourself. And yeah, going from football, to finding out these guys also like anime, these guys also like video games. And the irony about that is, once we became friends, we started to have like FIFA tournaments, organizing days when we would all play together. So now I'm in my home with other people that I want to be around, who are like-minded like me, that want to play the same type of video games, that we're spending time arguing about who will win in a fight out of Goku versus Superman. Of course it's Goku. I don't know what you guys are saying, of course it's Goku. But we're arguing about who would win a fight out of Vegeta versus Hulk. Or who will win a fight out of like Naruto versus Ichigo or something like that. Just having like random stupid conversations, not having conversations about girls, or talking to girls, or who's saying what to girls, so that way they can feel comfortable having some kind of, creating some level of relationship. At the time I didn't know much. I just knew what I saw on the French Prince of Bel-Air, create a pickup line and then look good and hope for the best. But yeah, like from football to just being able to have a circle of friends from that then came in gym. I was already used to, I just knew how to socialize with people, but at that point, and then I went into the world of working out, wanting to improve my physical aesthetics, and from physical aesthetics, my mental strength as well. I'm focusing on doing a lot of things to just make the most out of it. The gym part allowed me to play more football, to be more mobile, like especially when I would go to work and sit down for like 6 or 7, 8 hours a day. That ain't really good for your body. You want to be able to have something that's gonna empower you, so that way when you do want to be social, you have the energy or the mindset to be social, to be around other people. But you have the physicality to want to be around people, and even in itself, that became a conversation starter, because when someone can see how you look aesthetically, it feels like, oh, this person has some level of discipline. They might like something that I like. That's how I end up meeting a lot of people that watch MMA like that, because I like MMA. I like MMA. I don't even know what I was saying in a second. I end up meeting a lot of people that like watching boxing, because we just started talking about who's our favorite boxer, or things that we enjoy doing, and yeah, like I still enjoy staying at home, don't get it twisted. Like when the pandemic happened, because I was a homebody already, and I was used to being alone or in my own space, it didn't feel as bad. I wasn't really like, oh, I'm really sad that I can't go out, because I knew what it meant and how to be alone. And that's one of the benefits of staying at home, is that you, the more than anyone, knows how it feels to be alone. So you're not always chasing other people. However, when you're able to get yourself out there and out of your comfort zone, you're able to now create these friendships, these bonds with people that you actually can feel comfortable to be around, that you feel like have some level of genuine care for you, and is reciprocated, because you want to reciprocate that type of energy, because that's what you want. And yeah, once I was able to do that, man, things did improve for the better. Things did improve for the better. Like I said, I'm still going to be a homebody. I'm not out all the time. But the best thing about that was I was able to find people that we have the same level of interest in, on things that I actually enjoy. So now when I do want to go out, there's a lot more purpose to it. I'm not trying to fit in with the group of people that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. I don't need to force it to fit in with a group of people that I don't like. It's just more natural, and I don't like to say I wasted a lot of time playing video games, because video games is still much a part of my weekly routine or monthly routine, because that's one thing that we're able to connect with together. We're chilling together. What else is there to do if we're not watching a sport event? We might be playing video games, talking trash with each other, and just making the most out of that moment, and making like really, really cool memories out of that moment. So yeah, so if you're someone that's stuck at home, that's always wondered how it feels to put themselves out there, maybe you're afraid of rejection or something like that, maybe you're scared that if you come out of these four walls, everything's just going to look uncomfortable, it's going to feel uncomfortable, and it's going to be frightening, and people might judge you or look at you some type of way, or you're going to be awkward, scared, have social anxieties, overthink, all of these things that come with it. Most likely it's true, but the thing is, once you overcome all of those things, you will see how minute, meaning how small all of those things become. Actually, not that they are, but become, because now you're gonna feel like it's not so bad. It's not something that should be stopping you from being able to go out, whether you want to be one with nature, like maybe you just want to go out for hikes, maybe you just want to go out to, I don't know, maybe you like animals, maybe you just want to go out and feed animals, maybe you just want to go to a new environment, maybe there's something that you always wanted to try and you just thought it's a lot easier to stay at home than to actually force myself to go out and try something new. I say do it. I say do it, because the rewards you will get from it will outweigh any negative thoughts that's actually stopping you from doing what you want. And the crazy things about the negative thoughts is it only exists until you change your mind. So you can change your mind anytime. Yeah, so I'm gonna stop there. And yeah, I hope this video helped. So if you liked it, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment why you tend to stay at home a lot more than the average person. And I'll speak soon. Bless.